Once you've been told to go once, you're trespassing. And you know, I just watched that GIF again, or the whole video, whatever. The guy in Texas who's gets into the confrontation with the guy on his front step. He's like the stepdad, and the real dad has shown up to pick up his kid, and he was supposed to be, but they disagree on that point, the two men. And he's like, get the fuck off my porch. And the guy doesn't get off the porch. He goes in and he gets a gun, like a cool gun. It's like a pistol caliber rifle with a suppressor on it.
Sure.
And he's like, get the fuck out of here. And the guy says, I'll take that away from you and kill you with it. You do not want to say that. That is not a threat you want to make.
That's
on
like
camera.
Probably legally what a threat is.
It's
I am
it's
going
the
to take
definition.
that from you and kill you with it.
So he says those words, and then they
can
get
you sign something to that effect? Because this is going to help me even more in court.
Then the guy gives him a warning shot, you know, but it just goes thunk, you know, into the porch. Boogie. He gives him the old warning shot, and the guy tries to take the gun away from him. He wins the tussle for a gun and then double taps him dead right there on the front porch. And like the guy's like family is recording it, and her reaction is so weird. I don't think she knows what has just happened, even though the man's laying face down. Like
the family of the man
dead.
In the house is videoing.
No, there's a person in the driveway with a camera.
Okay.
Like giving you like a front row seat to this whole thing. No charges for that guy, by the way. I loved going through the comments of that thing and them being like, I bet this guy's getting the chair, and I bet he spent good riddance to this guy, long time in prison. And then some like wonderful person just tells every one of them, nope, no charges pressed.
What retarded comment section is this on? Oh, Reddit.
Reddit.
Yeah, that
Reddit.
checks out. Yeah.
Yeah. And look, I don't mean to like tell that story in a way that makes it seem like the dead man was in the wrong, because he was there to pick up his child and he had an appointment, you know?
Jesus. So it doesn't seems like that could have been handled better.
That's where I am on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're bad at de-escalation.
Room for improvement.
Better luck next time.
Yeah.
Oftentimes when you see these shootings, it's two people who aren't good at de-escalation. Two people who never said, you know what? Like even the guy who was found, justifiable homicide. They found him completely in the right. Everything's cool. I bet if he could redo it, he'd be like, this was actually not my favorite way for it to go down.
Yeah. Now he's got a stepson and he smoked the kid's dad. That's going to be awkward around Christmas time.
That's a strong point. He killed that kid. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Last Sunday. Hey, we just went through Father's Day. How do you think things were rolling over at that house?
Right?
Like, what'd you get him, a gun?
Yeah.
like that's the other thing.
Oh, he's not a part. Zach says he's not part. They left the stepdad. She divorced the stepdad. So apparently killing your ex-husband makes you an ex-husband too.
Well, shit. Well, I'll say this. Do not threaten people's lives, because that's a legal thing you're doing. You're things are going to a level you're not prepared for, potentially. When you say, I'm going to kill you, don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
You should have said, don't point that gun at me. Someone could get hurt.
That'd be a good thing to say. But don't tell anybody with a gun that you'll take it from them and kill them with it, because then they are well within their rights to shoot you when you try to then take it from them. No, that one was crazy.
Do you remember that video?
Which one?
Oh, I was going to say, do you remember that video? The two big fat shirtless guys like on a gravel driveway, and it was something, I looked it up. It was something about a mattress, and this guy was either trying to like throw away a mattress or box spring on some other guy's property or disputed property. And these two guys, like the big fat guy had like a shotgun on his back, and the other guy had a handgun. And they kill him. Yeah,
they killed him.
Yeah. I'm trying to find out what actually happened, if those guys went to
Wasn't
prison
that in Georgia? It was a father and son, I think. The two guys that were together, and then they were in one of those ridiculous arguments that you only see, frankly, in our country, where there's two drunk guys with their shirts off who both have guns, and they're arguing about, like, get the fuck out of here, I'll shoot you. No, you get the fuck out of here or I'll shoot you. And it's like, whoa, maybe we should both put our guns down, gentlemen. Like, maybe that's step one. So could we fight about this, please? Like I don't know why they both have fucking guns and are like talking shit back and forth, and they basically talk shit until one of them pulls the trigger and kills the other one.
Yeah,
I don't know why you're talking.
Yeah,
shit
this one was definitely not at all not at all justifiable. This one, it's just an argument where two people have guns and one guy doesn't, and it's not worth killing someone over a fucking mattress.
One guy just said, "Do it, pussy," too many times for his own good. It's what happened. I don't know why you're talking shit to a guy holding a shotgun. I would be so fucking terrified if somebody had a shotgun pointed at me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just watched that video again. Jesus Christ. It's so wild how fragile we are. Like, we can be like so robust in some ways with repairing ourselves, and then in other ways it's like, oh, that guy was just like walking around like that. He probably had like a dinner plan or something he wanted, and then he got into a fight stupidly with these two maniacs with guns, and then it's over.
Oh, I got a better one than that. I saw two guys pass each other on a sidewalk, right? And they bump shoulders. They turn around and one of them wants to talk shit. He goes to talk shit and make a thing of it, and the other one punches him. He falls over into the path of a bus and is immediately decapitated. Like, all he had to do was be like, "We're good.
Excuse me.
He turned around and wanted to make a thing of it, and the other guy shoves him or punches him, I don't remember which, and his head exploded under the tires of like a bus or some shit. It all happened so quick.
It's a quick death.
That fragility is crazy. Like, and my head's on paramotor accidents. I have seen guys like fail to launch on picture a paramotor with wheels on it, and they're trying to take off, and the thing just tumbles and yard sails with pieces of prop and netting and cage and who knows what just flying everywhere with scattered debris behind him. And the pilot gets up and he's 100% fine. I have seen other guys take a hard landing and their butt just kind of scooch hits it, and now they're fighting to walk again, and it like didn't even look that bad. I know a guy on a motorcycle. Someone made a left-hand turn in front of him, and he went like over the car. So imagine him going over the hood, kind of feet first somehow, I don't know, and he landed on his butt. And that guy's mostly paralyzed from the waist down too.
Have you seen the guy? He's parachuting. He's landing. I don't know what he's landing in a parachute. I don't know what happened before then, but he's sort of like pulling down the toggles and like scooting his butt up to sort of like get his legs kind of straight out to like sort of slide in.
Sure.
And there's like these little man-made ponds almost that seem like they'd be good to skid into, but he skids right at the end of one where there's like an embankment, and you can see from his GoPro his legs compound fracture as they hit it. And it's one of those things, like when I'm on Reddit, I'm just like watching GIFs, like it could be anything from like a mom making pie for her kids to what I just described. So I'm usually real quick to like, nope, I don't want to see anyone get burned alive and like fix that. But like I didn't know what was going to happen. It was like, oh, I bet he's going to do that like skid across the water thing.
Right. You see people who do it really well.
He fucking blew both of his legs up. They like you saw like red meat and bone just bow out of both of them. And I was just like, no.
Paramotor pilots do that too. So that the speed of a canopy like that, whether it be a paraglider or a parachute, is fixed. They always go the same speed, pretty much. But if you go down, you can temporarily increase your speed. So they kind of dive at the ground, level out, and then they can go extra far with that extra speed that they call energy. You're playing chicken with the ground, hoping to turn it just the right time. A lot of my friends are really good at it. I'm not. It's not a skill I've ever worked on. This is my safety like philosophy. I do boring launches, boring landings, exciting flights.
Very smart.
That's my thing. But the launch and landing, it should be very boring and just like I meant it to be. But swoop landings look fun.
It looks
it
looks horrific.